Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with a recent back double bicep update from our current reigning Mr. Olympia, Samson Dauda. This was actually taken at about 5 weeks out from this upcoming Arnold Classic. And I mentioned this in the last video, but Samson has somehow made massive improvements to his arms. Take a look at how peaky their right bicep is in this back double. And of course, the improvements to the back cannot be missed at all. My only concern and critique with this update is, regardless of Samson being a current reigning Mr. Olympia, this conditioning does look to be a little bit behind for 5 weeks out. But I'm not worried about Samson at all. I'm pretty sure he will tighten up over the next couple of updates, but I definitely had to point that out. And as we saw at the Mr. Olympia and numerous other shows, actually at the Arnold that Samson won, he doesn't have to be the most conditioned guy on stage to win. Now, speaking of this upcoming Arnold Classic, I'm so happy we finally have a full physique update video from Derek Lunsford, and I really like what I'm seeing from Derek, guys. Actually, I love what I'm seeing. If you guys have been watching my recent videos, you know that I've been very high on Derek even after he placed third at the Olympia. I honestly think very early prediction that Derek is going to be at least second at this upcoming Olympia. But going into this Arnold Classic, I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. I've heard a few people say that Derek looks a little bit behind, but we don't have to worry about conditioning when it comes to Derek. This guy literally has striated glutes in the offseason. Back double bicep looks incredible. Overall, I think Derek has improved. Quads look great here. One of the biggest issues for him is losing the legs on show day, but hopefully he's able to maintain them. Rear lat spread looks incredible. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, Derek looks extremely dangerous in this video. He looks very, very complete. And I've been high on Samson Dauda myself, but after seeing this video of Derek, take a look at this ab and thigh. Crazy lats. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Now let's switch over to Carlos Thomas Jr., who recently posted up a crazy front lat spread update, just looking bubbly and cartoonish everywhere. And I would say that Carlos is definitely the biggest wild card going into the Arnold. He has crazy genetics, but he's only competed in one pro show, which was the Texas Pro. The safe bet is to place him in 5th or 6th place. There's a lot of veteran guys in the lineup, but as we get closer to the show and we see more updates, it's like, can this guy crack top 4? Can he crack top 3? It's going to be very interesting to see how he stacks up against some top pros. Now, next up, we have a recent update from the mutant Nick Walker, sitting at over 300 pounds. And I have to give credit to Nick because I don't think anyone will. Nick is over 300. I don't think he's been over 300 in a little while, and his midsection looks great for him. I haven't seen any issues with the midsection, but again, he's posting pictures, not videos, not going through poses. I still think that Nick has a lot to prove this year. I'm not going to put too much hype into Nick until I see him on stage. But even going into Pittsburgh, I do not think he is guaranteed to beat Martin Fitzwater. Maybe even good Vito could make this show interesting. But let me know in the comment section below what are your expectations for the mutant. He looks great here. Now, speaking of Martin Fitzwater, he recently posted up an update looking full blown. And this could be a very big year for Martin. He wants to move up into that top 3, so he's going to have to take out Samson, Hottie, or Derek. Gonna be very tough to do. Going into this upcoming Pittsburgh Pro, Nick Walker is the favorite. He beat Martin at last year's New York Pro, but I would say most people are probably projecting Martin to get the nod. I think he's going to take another step this year. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent physique update from Blessing Awodibu, and without a doubt, the best update I've seen from him, at least from the past few weeks. Arms look absolutely crazy here. When it comes to Blessing, I don't think I've ever heard a complaint about the upper body or the back. It's always the lower body. And of course, the legs are still a work in progress. I'm happy that he is now working with Boss of Outlaw, which makes me confident that his peak should be better. And I'll keep mentioning it. Even though Blessing needs to work on the legs, he's impressive when he's peeled. And next up, we have a recent back double bicep update from good Vito. And it looks like some improvements have been made to the back. Honestly, looking at this, I think slight improvements have been made to the back and maybe slightly more to the arms, the chest, and the shoulders. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to seeing good Vito on stage this year. Vito could start upsetting guys as soon as this year. Don't forget about that top 2 call out in Detroit with Martin Fitzwater. Now switching over to 212, we have a recent update from our current reigning two-time Olympia champ, Keone Pearson. And at the point Keone is at now, I'm pretty sure guys are just going to keep asking him when is he going to go to open until it eventually happens. This guy's going to dominate the 212 division for as long as he wants to. And on Instagram, Who is the Best Bodybuilder made a post and said, would Keone Pearson beat Lee Priest? I think Keone Pearson beats every 212 bodybuilder all time. And yes, that includes the great Flex Lewis. I think Keone is that good. Now switching over to Classic Physique, ahead of the Arnold Classic, we have recent updates from Mike Sommerfeld. This guy posts updates every single day. I have to mention that Mike does edit his images just a little bit, but he's second best in the world and probably going to be our next Arnold Classic champion in the Classic Physique division. And I actually love this side double bicep that Mike is hitting to the left. I wish that more guys would hit this shot. But looking forward to seeing Mike at the Arnold. I wonder if he can improve on his Mr. Olympia look. Now, while we're on the topic of Classic Physique, we do have a recent update from Rough Diesel Terrance Ruffin, who will be making his return to the stage at this year's Pittsburgh Pro. I believe Terrance said his last competition weight was 169, and he went up all the way to 212 in the offseason, so he put on over 40 pounds. Unbiased looking at this update, it looks like Terrance has some work to do. But when it comes to Terrance, I've literally seen this guy 2 weeks out and look somewhat like this and come in absolutely peeled to the show. Not sure what's going to happen with Terrance this year. You guys let me know. What do you expect? Is Terrance going to come back and take over the Classic Physique division, or is he going to have to battle it out with Mike, Ramon, and Urs? Now let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this legendary bodybuilder? And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you have not done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Almost to 10,000 subs. Maybe after the Arnold Classic we'll be there. I'm Keone from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.